Hello Aries, welcome to Timsy Naked Tarot and welcome back if you're a regular viewer. Don't worry, Timsy's not naked, the tarot reads are naked, by which I mean I strip out as much astrology as I can from this playing deck to bring in the star sign or type of star sign of the person we are doing the read about. It is a general read, which means it may or may not resonate with you. If it does resonate with you, well, that is fantastic. If it doesn't resonate with you, I wouldn't worry too much. I don't follow any sort of cycle. I might jump into various different topics and cycles to look at, but I don't follow them week in, week out. Right, so we are dealing with that card there. And so if this one's not resonating with you, the next one I do might, because it will be a totally different type of read. So we are doing a conflict read. You had the Four of Cups. So let's see who's in conflict with you. And let's also see what this Four of Cups is all about. Okay. Let's just get some clarifiers with the Four of Cups before we go much further. We've got a Nine of Swords. Okay. And a Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so the Nine of Swords is overthinking to an extreme. Kind of like pacing around in the middle of the night, and that type of thing. And what are we overthinking? Well, not we. I'm not. What are you overthinking, or what are they overthinking? The Ten of Pentacles. Well, the Ten of Pentacles is like the happy ever after. Okay, so perhaps you're in conflict and you're overthinking about what you think life should be and how you think it should be. So let's see who we are dealing with. We are dealing with a King of Clubs. King of Clubs is another Aries. So you're either dealing with another Aries, you're in conflict with another Aries, or you're in conflict with yourself. Okay, it is very possible to have this come up like that in this particular type of read, because quite a lot of the time we are in conflict with ourselves. I think the way I'm going to do the read is the top left hand corner is going to be your energy, the top right hand corner is going to be their energy, and I think the card in the middle will be the conflict itself and how it evolves between the two of you. And I think I'm going to get that off the bottom of the deck. Okay, so your energy, their energy. In the case of it's just you again, yeah, this would be, let's say, your conscious self and your spiritual self. Okay, and off the bottom of the deck, we're going to go with the one off there, which would be how, in this particular case, it's going to start with what the actual conflict is, and then it will go down into how it pans out between the two energies, like a bridging card, so to speak. Okay, so how you are looking at this conflict in the 3D. Something, I feel it hasn't yet. You're in the 3D, you're trying to make something finish in your life so you can start something new in your life. Okay, I can't really see where the conflict is, because in the 5D, you're feeling victorious. Okay, so the conflict could be about, oh, I suppose you could be feeling that the conflict needs to end and something needs to begin from it. And in your 5D self, you're feeling that you're victorious because it hasn't ended yet. You're feeling that you might still want to stay in conflict. It could be that you are feeling in the 5D victorious because it is now about to. Maybe the 5D's won and we've just come right onto this right at the end of the cycle. So the 9 of Wands is the actual conflict itself. Being defensive. The 9 of Wands is known as the Wounded Warrior card. Okay, in other pictures it will be some wounded looking dude with like 9 sticks around him, 9 trees or something like that, and he is trying to like hide and defend himself with these sticks. It can be seen as like an emotional wall or something like that. So let's just say it is an emotional wall. Now, your 5D is now maybe feeling victorious that it has still managed to retain that emotional wall. And your 3D is thinking, I have to tear this down and build something a little less imposing for my emotions. Obviously, when you have an emotional wall, nothing gets in, but nothing gets out either. You tend to come across as a bit of a cold-hearted person. Okay, so that's the first card for you, the 5D. Or, if it's not the 5D, this is, or not the 5D, if this isn't you as in conflict with yourself and you're in conflict with another Aries, the main conflict itself, that 9 of Wands, is all about someone being defensive, someone's sort of like not letting someone else in on an emotional level, or possibly you're being defensive at work and there's something you're not telling the boss or something like that. And then you'll be feeling like things have to change. So you'll be the one who's saying that you're probably one trying to get past the emotional wall, and the other Aries is probably the one feeling victorious so that you haven't got past that emotional wall yet. Okay, so we got the Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, and the Two of Cups. Okay, well, the Knight of Pentacles is a calculated knight. It works out its plan before taking action. And this is one of the reasons it takes a long time to do anything. But it does get the job done. It is the most reliable knight in the deck. It will always get the result it wants. So it coming on top of this death card, yes, you are going to get a change. Okay. But it's going to take time. It could also be an indication of this is all about something in the past. It started a long time ago, but you are certain and sure that you will get what you want from it. Okay, the Lover's card, well, that's exactly that. It's a choice because it's the universe's choice. But it's also love, and it's seen as a soulmate card. So you're feeling love, okay? Possibly for the other person, possibly just for the conflict itself a little bit. But I would say it's more about a lover. I was going to do this past, present, and future. So, okay, yeah, the past, as I said, I did actually say there was a bit of a past on that. Yeah. So the present is the Lovers. Okay, so there is a choice to be made in the present with this conflict. And it is also about love. Now, the Lover's card is seen on some decks as like one man and two women, and has to choose between which one they want. And that's kind of like what I'm feeling. Currently, your energies is it's crunch time. I have to choose which one I want. Now, the universe is kind of saying, not the universe, that's because that's what's normally there when I do my normal reads. But I suppose it is the universe which is saying it, because we're doing tarot reads. Is the future of this conflict is the coming together of two energies. Well, if there is a third party, if that's indicating there is a third party that is having to be chosen, perhaps you're having to choose it, perhaps the other side's having to choose it, it's going to be chosen in the future, and there's just going to be the two. It's also another soulmate card, indicating that you may be opting for what you feel is the soulmate over the other person. But bear in mind, a karmic can be a soulmate as well. Okay, what's crossing all this is the King of Pentacles, success. But it's also sort of success in the practical world, the financial world, not necessarily the loving, caring world. So if there is a choice between two people you want to be with, and that's what this conflict is about within yourself or with one of the people you were already with, the King of Pentacles is kind of saying you're more likely to go with the one who is offering you more of a practical, grounded foundation. Someone who has a job, has a place to live, is well established already, but not necessarily as loving and caring as the other person. They might be just as loving and caring as the other person, but maybe not. If it's a job situation, it's the same sort of thing. You're going to be going for the one which is going to be supplying you more in the way of stability. Okay, so we got the Six of Cups in reverse. Now this is for either the other person or your 3D self. No, your 5D self, your spirit, your inner child. Okay, so we got the Six of Cups in the past. We got the in reverse in the past. We got the Two of Pentacles now, and we got the Empress in the future. Okay, excuse me. So the Six of Cups is all about contracts. It's in reverse. It would be a broken contract. So if it's work, one of the reasons this conflict is up is because the other side feels that you have broken a contract. Okay, and they're defending that contract. It is another soulmate card. It's like 3 of them out now. So I feel we are dealing with a soulmate, and if it is your inner child, it is obviously a soulmate because it's your inner child, it's you, it's your spiritual self. You could say your brain, the thing what deals with the day-to-day running of life, yeah, and its main priority is to keep you safe. Your soul, your energy, what goes from life to life to life, and just goes into a different vessel each time, which does build up memories and things from previous lives. Okay, and then that would be your heart, your translator, okay, if you will. So, and that's how it's going to pan out if it's your inner self. Obviously, you know the situation you're in. If you're an Aries and you're not actually in conflict with anyone, this could be you. You could be in conflict with yourself. If you're an Aries and you know you're in conflict with yourself, then it's you. If you're not in conflict with yourself and you are in conflict with someone else, then you know it's you and you know which way to take it. I'm giving you as many examples of what each card can actually mean on the different levels. So if it is a job, it's a broken contract. That's what they're in the past. The contract got broken. It's on their side. They're feeling victorious about it. Doesn't necessarily mean they broke the contract. It is possible that you broke the contract. But it is some form of broken contract, and that is why the confliction is here. On a love type level, they felt that perhaps you were a soulmate, but you're not anymore. Okay, so this other Aries feels that maybe back in the past that you should have been together, or maybe they've woken up and to realize that maybe you're an actual karmic to them, or you're just not a soulmate. Maybe they've met a different soulmate. There is that third party energy in here with the lovers. And on a sort of personal inner conflict from yourself, again, it's just, I don't know, you're not looking back at the past, you're looking at the future. Your soul is like saying to you, the past is the past. There's nothing we can do about it, because it is a card of reminiscing about the past. There's nothing we can do about the past. It's done. All we can do now is empty out all those feelings from the past and move on to the future. Okay, so that's what it does. It moves on to the Two of Pentacles. It's making a decision as well. The Two of Pentacles is financially, it's juggling. Okay, so on that whole, if this is a job and you're more, I'm sorry, you can't see my hand. If that is a job and you're more likely to go on to the one that gives you the most stability, they're trying to juggle their finances to keep you possibly. or they could be juggling a decision about do I start talking to a solicitor to see, or a lawyer to see if I have any legal footings to stop you from leaving, to make you leave, whatever the conflict is about. And again, you know what that conflict is about. I don't. I just know it's a conflict because that's what I'm doing a read on. I know it's something you're being very defensive about. Okay. On an inner soul level, as we are dealing with another Aries, after all, just in case you're jumping in halfway through one of my videos, they are juggling as well. If it's a third party, if it's a loved one, and there's you, an Aries, and a third party, the other Aries is juggling on a love level, but they're juggling more of the practical type of things in life, not so much the loving type things in life. They're trying to make your life, I don't know, easier, I suppose. We'll get more clarification on what these are actually as we do the outcome down the middle here. Okay, the bridging energies. And in the future, we'll get the Empress coming out. And now, the Empress is a little bit like that King of Pentacles over there. It is a successful card. It's what people call lucky. Okay, I say people call it lucky because it's just a frequency of energy like everything is in life. Okay, and luck and luckiness is just the tag it's had put on it. Just the same as, I don't know, car. Yeah. It's a vehicle, it's a thing. It could have been named absolutely anything. It could have been called Woodadoo, but no, it ended up being called car. So, yes, there's an element of luck. There's an element of positivity. There's an element of fertility. There's an element of pregnancy. Okay. And pregnancy comes across in the universe in lots of different ways as well. So again, if it's a job, the other Aries feels like in the future that's likely to go their way. Okay, it's likely to be fruitful, it's likely to be fertile, and it might even spur a new idea and a new direction that the business could go in. If it's on a love type level, the other Aries is going to sort of start falling into an Empress energy, or possibly pull out the big artillery in this confliction and put out their inner Empress, if you will, and start making the conversation go their way, possibly with their Empress energy, or just possibly by the end of it all, you might have gone your separate ways, and that might drop them into an Empress energy, make them free and single, and then they start attracting new people in. On a inner self level, again, your inner self will be putting on the reserves of an Empress. They will be putting on the fertility. They will be putting on all the good, wholesome, positive stuff the Empress has. Crossing this, it's the Death card. Jesus, you can't make this up, can you? Oh my God. So they're wanting change as well. Okay. So on the business level, they're wanting something to die and something to be reborn. I would imagine it would probably be they want the conflict to stop and something new to come out of it. Pretty much like you. Okay. On a love type level, it's the same again. They want something over and something new to begin. Okay, the sun's setting in the background behind the dead tree, which would imply that they want something new dawning. They want something new and fresh on the new day, a new tree to grow. Okay, and well, on a inner person level, well, they want exactly the same as you, because they are you at the end of the day. You're just both going around it at the different directions. Okay, so let's see what this Nine of Wands is all about and the bridging energies between you two. So in the case of a bridging energy in the past, it will be like whatever actually come about in the past which allowed the conflict to move on to the next stage. Yeah. Okay, so the Star, a wish of some description. Now, this could be multiple different things. Perhaps like the bridging energy was while you were planning in the past to get what you wanted, you were using this other Aries as a stopgap. Okay, and you were wishing for something before getting. It's like a starters maybe before getting the main course. In their case, with the Six of Cups in reverse, they may have been wishing for the soulmate, the love of their life, and in come you, and they thought you were it, but it turned out that you weren't. Okay. On a business level, possibly in the past, this was the type of business you wish you were working for, and then you've decided not. Perhaps the business is a something what puts you in the limelight, something what makes you be seen by the populace, maybe sort of a news reporter, weather reporter, maybe a YouTube creator. So you get seen by people, you get put into this, I can't think of the right word, the spotlight. Okay, and you become like a star within your own right. But this was the beginning of it all. This is all spurring off a wish, and now, so that basically it's like the start of the conflict. You kind of inadvertently wished for it. You wished for something which went against whatever you were actually already in, and that's what created the conflict. The universe has kind of said, well, if you want this, you need to get out of this. Okay, bang, you're now in conflict. Okay, so let's see what is currently going on. The moon. Okay, so ties in quite well. I said there in their side that the sun is setting behind that dead tree, and it is going to rise again, and something new will dawn. Okay, that's kind of like what the other side is waiting for. Well, before the dawn and after the sunset, yeah, you have a stretch of period of night, a stretch of period, a period of time, a stretch of time called night, which is when the moon comes up. Okay, so from their side, they're currently going through the unknown. They have no idea where it is going to go. Okay, from your side, it's secrets. Okay, you got the Lovers and then the moon, so it's going to be secrets about someone else. Okay, on their side, they're getting the moon and then their Two of Pentacles. They don't know where this is going. They are literally juggling everything around to cover all bases, to allow for any eventuality. Now, if this is a inner soul type thing going on, a 3D, 5D within yourself going on, that moon is an indication of, well, you're just going through a dark time. Okay, neither your 3D or your 5D wants to be going through this bit, but you have to go through the dark to appreciate and know what light actually is. Oh crap, your outcome don't look too good, does it? Okay, and so where this is going in the future, the Two of Cups, you're going to go down the soulmate connection, what you feel is a new soulmate, coming together of two energies, and you are definitely going to exclude someone out of it all and make it a two-person show instead of a three-person show. With the Five of Swords, Perhaps you're being a little bit short-sighted at the moment. Perhaps. I suppose you could say it's an opportunity for a new start on something what has happened in the past. Something coming back again and trying again. I don't know why I'm getting that, but I am. But with it being swords, it's going to be a little bit tetchy. You could quite easily be sabotaging yourself, jumping out of one conflict with one person and jumping into another conflict with someone else. Go a bit like out of the frying pan into the fire, I suppose. On the other side, with that 5 of swords crossing it, that self-sabotagement from you, Aries, is the thing that opens the energies for the Empress to come in. Best case scenario is they watch you do this. They watch you jump out of the frying pan and into the fire, and they go, oh, well, that's my justice. That's my karma. Thank you very much. I'm feeling good now. And off they go. And because they're feeling good, they've opened up to this new positive energy coming in. And so in a nutshell, that's what that basically is. What's driving all this, the crossing card of all the actual dynamics of it all, is the 3 of Wands. Okay, it's the intention of something new. Both sides are wanting something new. Now, that something new could be with something old. That something new could be a new job. It could be a new car. It could be a new whatever you're conflicted about, or whoever you're going through a confliction with. I said a car. It could be you've always dreamt of having a Mustang and you are going to get one. You wish for it. Okay? Now, someone else has got a Mustang, but it's not a pretty good one, and they've always wished to get rid of it because they've had their fun in it. They've had their time of happiness in it. But it's now getting to a point where it's getting too costly for them to keep running, so they're selling it. Okay? That was where the conflict started in the past. And then you could go down through the cards a different way. It's something you've always loved, but you didn't realize how expensive or whatever it will be. It was kind of like a secret. Okay, or a revelation of what was unknown to you. And in their cases, they were holding the secret, and they knew that the car was expensive to run and all that, which they've been juggling the finances for the last X amount of time they've had it. Okay, the crossing card here, successful. You want it. You're gonna be successful. You're gonna do everything you can to get it with the King of Pentacles. The intention was there. I've always wanted it. In their case, the intention is there. I need to get rid of it. I can't afford it. It has to go. I need to buy something else. And so on down there. It's kind of like the way it's working, and put that into your situation however it fits. It is a little bit of a messy read, I have to admit, because I am throwing the whole element of you may be in conflict with yourself, with the actual Aries card coming out for the other person. But I feel it has to be done. For some of you watching this, you just are actually in conflict with yourself. I do feel for those who are in conflict with yourself, it's about a past lover and a current lover. You're in conflict with the current lover because of the fact that the past lover actually exists. Okay, so there you go. That is your read, Aries. Hopefully it resonates with you. If it does, that is fantastic. I'm so happy for you. If it doesn't, share this, because you're being used as a divine messenger, and someone you know needs this read. I'd just like to say a quick thank you to all my subscribers, everyone who has subscribed to me. Thank you very much. I much appreciate it. And I'd also like to say thank you to everyone who's going to subscribe to me as well. I'd like to say thank you to anyone who's given any of my videos a thumbs up in the past, anyone who's shared my videos out, past, current and future. And I'd also just like to say thank you to anyone who comments, because commenting on a video is like giving it another thumbs up as far as the algorithms are concerned. But you can only give a video one thumbs up, so commenting is like giving it an extra one. So thank you for that. Also lets the algorithm know what you like because you're interacting with that type of video. So it works both ways. Talking about comments on videos, I am still doing my giveaway. It's a wax melt burner. You can check it out. It's in my random reads and message playlist. There's a little 2.5 minute video to show you what it looks like and everything where I yap on. I probably could have made it a 30-second video by saying, look, here, this is what you can win. But all you need to do is leave a comment in any of my videos throughout the month of March and you could be in with a chance of winning it. Okay, thank you, Aries. I hope you enjoyed the read and I will see you soon. Enjoy your week.